Good evening, folks. Welcome to the Marley Myerson JCC Manhattan. Thank you so much for coming out from this perfect room. I consider it perfect. Thank you. We're turning the heat down a little bit. It'll get cooler and you'll feel right at home. Thank you so much for joining us. This is the way to see movies, not only outdoors, but together. So this is a wonderful experience. This is really one of my favorite movies of the year. Just to tell you, this is also kicking off our fall season. Yes, it's actually not technically fall, but it's almost fall. We have coming up this Sunday, we have a special screening as part of our open house of Keys, Bags, Names, Words. It's about a community of people with Alzheimer's and dementia, and a beautiful story of humanity and finding real life human solutions to living with these diseases. Coming up on Tuesday, next Tuesday, we have Joyce Carol Oates, A Body of Service of Mind, A Body in the Service of Mind, a fabulous documentary about the writer poet Joyce Carol Oates, and much more coming up throughout the season. And please join us for that. Tell your friends, come back to the movies, and especially independent films. So please join us. Tonight's screening, I couldn't be more excited. The perfect person to introduce this film. I won't say any more about it because we have here really one of the characters that's portrayed in the film, Nancy Spielberg, who will share a few opening words to get us started. Nancy, you're up. That's your cue.
Thank you. I was busy schmoozing back there. I'm so excited that almost every seat is filled, and it's hot out. But I'm thrilled to be here. I have a question. How many people have seen this film at least one time? Okay, great. Okay, which means there's a lot of you that have never seen it, and I'm not going to spoil anything. Well, there's one little spoiler. And I just have to get the gorilla in the room out of the picture. You will see soon that we had a monkey as a pet. And it is true. We did. My mother bought us a monkey as a pet. And his name was Willie. He was named after our rabbi, Willie Greenberg. And I think Willie approved of it, so it was okay. For our family, this was an incredible, incredible experience. I'm still trying to recover from it. But I remember during COVID, my brother kept sending me old photos, old home movies, and I thought, Steve is so bored. He has nothing to do, that he's going like we were all doing during COVID. We're cleaning out, we're going through old photo albums. And I thought he's very nostalgic, and our father had just died, and my mom had died before that a few years earlier. And then I got a phone call from him, and I was in the grocery store, like in the cereal aisle, holding my box of Cinnamon Toast Crunch. And we're not telephone talkers. So when he called, I thought, oh shit, somebody died. But then I realized my parents were gone, and that was like the emergency for several years. And instead, he said, I want to make a movie about mom and dad, but I need you and Sue and Ann, my other sisters, to be okay with this. I need your bracha. And I want you to look at the script. Tony Kushner and I are writing it. And let me know how you feel about this. Because there's some stuff that happened in our family that was sort of hard to handle. So he sent each of his sisters, I'm the baby, the script. And then we all got on a conference call, and my sisters and I were sobbing so hysterically, we could hardly get out the yes, do it. And then he said something which I've always wanted Steven Spielberg to say, which is, I need your help. I can't do this without you. He goes, I don't remember what mom wore. I don't remember what mom's favorite music was. I don't remember what perfume she wore, what our coffee cups, what were our favorite dishes, what did we eat for Shabbos dinner. And so Ann, Sue, and I set about working on building that collective memory, which if you have siblings, you know, you are one piece of the family puzzle. You all come from a different perspective. And so we sent paintings and photos, and we spoke with the food designers and the set decorators and everybody. And we rebuilt our family home. I mean, I went back in time. It was a very strange experience to walk back into the home I grew up in Phoenix, Arizona. And there was the wallpaper that I drew on with crayons. And there was like the paintings. My mother was a painter. And those paintings were the ones my mother painted. There was her favorite coffee mug. And there she was wearing her Peter Pan collars. And every little detail of our recollections showed up on that screen, which was really such a blessing to be able to step back in time. And I remember my first day on the set, my brother was finished filming one of the opening scenes. He said, come on, let's go to Phoenix. Let's go to the Phoenix house. So we walk over to that set because these were interior sets. And he goes, let's go to my room. And I thought, oh my God, I'm like the little Fisher sister that he never let me in his room. I can't touch my toys. We walk in and he goes, don't touch the toys. Because the set was just right. And the only thing missing was the parakeet that he had. He goes, well, it was another added to the budget to have a parakeet, but we have the monkey. So I was like, okay. So it was such a blessing. And yes, I am asked often about the monkey. And the other question I'm usually asked is, how does it feel to have your family's secrets or dirty laundry, if you want to call it? I say it's just lightly soiled, out there for the world. I mean, how vulnerable does that make you feel? Were you embarrassed? And basically I said, we're pretty open book kind of people. We're pretty straightforward, honest. When I'm wearing fake diamonds, I tell everybody they're fake. My husband always goes, why do you do that? We're just honest people. And the issues that happen in our family happen in so many families. So the benefit of seeing somebody famous have issues that you can relate to, actually, I think was very helpful and restorative to lots of other families that have and still grapple with hardships and pain. And the first time we saw the film, my brother made us watch it in the screening room. We weren't allowed to sit next to each other. We had to sit in the dark, away, alone, surrounded by these images. And he left us there. And I heard my sister at the same time. We were all sobbing in like synchronized sobbing instead of synchronized swimming. And he came in and he said, looks like you guys think I killed your dog or something. But it was a resounding, we love it. We're grateful for it. We want to share it with everybody. And now, hopefully I didn't spoil anything. You have an opportunity to see my family, the Fabelmans, and get a glimpse of what we did, what we grew up with. I'm thrilled to be here. I'm thrilled to kick this off. Thank you to the JCC. Yitzi, this is a wonderful place. Thank you so much. Enjoy, everybody.
Thank you so much. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for being a part. Folks, this film also really celebrates the art of film. So
Thank you.
please keep that in your hearts throughout this year. Silence your cell phones. The food and drinks will be available only till 8 p.m. So if you want to grab some, you can. And thank you. Please enjoy. We'll see you at every screening soon.